Still don't really understand the whole thing. Out of all the executions, I was kind of let down the most with Celeste's. Like, I get, like, you know, she had the whole gothic Lolita thing and she was burned as a witch, but other than being a gothic Lolita, she didn't really have anything to do with her execution. It was just really weird. Alright, welcome back Twitch, welcome back YouTube. Let's get back to just another game, Danganronpa V3, where we've got one more piece of evidence at Tenko's murder scene that we want to examine. And it seems like Kyo tried to draw our attention away from it as quick as possible. The dried blood under the floor. That wasn't Tenko's.
This is it! The blood stain found under the floor. Maki and I found it during the investigation. It was beneath the floorboard that the culprit stomped on.
Is that Tenko's blood?
Maybe. I don't know. It just feels like they kind of phoned that one in.
That bloodstain is too far from Tenko's corpse to have been hers.
Also, the bloodstain was already dry when we found it. But the blood from Tenko's body hadn't even begun to dry yet.
Well, that's weird. Why was that bloodstain the only dry one?
I guess she did kind of put that dude under her spell a little bit, so there's that. It just feels like kind of a reach. The bloodstain under the floorboard was dry because it happened before the seance. It was there before Tenko was killed. It happened before the seance.
That's it! The bloodstain wasn't from Tenko's murder. It was there before we started the seance.
Both of those answers are really similar, though.
Before the seance?
That should make it clear whose blood it was. The bloodstain from before the seance, it has to be Angie's.
That's it! That bloodstain wasn't Tenko's. It was Angie's.
Why was blood from Angie at the scene of Tenko's murder?
That's true.
Yeah, wasn't Angie killed in her research lab?
Just because we found her body there doesn't mean she was killed there.
Ah, I guess that's possible.
If Angie wasn't killed in her lab, then that opens up a lot more possibilities. We assumed that only council members could have killed Angie since her body was in her lab. But if she died somewhere else, then we can't suspect just the council members anymore.
And it was in Kyo's best interest for us to not be talking about this right now. That's why he confessed so fast.
So the culprit didn't enter her lab, but waited for her to come out of it?
I'm not sure if the culprit waited for her, but they probably killed her when she came out. Well, I thought that was more likely from the start. So I went to places Angie might have gone and checked all 3 empty rooms.
Places she might have gone? Why did you check the empty rooms then?
The empty rooms were the only places I could think of that Angie would go.
Did Angie have business in rooms?
It seems Kokichi's up to his usual misleading nonsense again.
Or is he? Uh-oh. Internet? Not now.
I do lie a lot, and I could be lying right now too.
Hang on a sec. Let's see if this is gonna fix itself. Damn you, whoever's downloading porn at 10 o'clock at night. Why can't you jerk off during business hours like everybody else does?
but I'm pretty sure someone's panicking right now because of my lie.
Hang on a sec. Might be my neighbor. Alright, are we getting back? What we got going on here? Yeah. There's a locked room mystery in all 3 games. Of different sorts. I mean, that's fair. That's a pretty common mystery trope. Everybody likes to figure out how to do a locked room game. Or a locked room murder. Alright, come on. Damn it. There it goes. Alright. Also, lady, to your point, like, I honestly don't remember. I'd have to go back and actually look at Celeste's behavior. I don't remember. Alright, we're back. Alright. You shush. Angie left her lab on her own and headed to the room where she was killed. Is Kokichi's statement true, or... Kokichi, are you lying again? How dare.
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room?
This feels slower
There
than
shouldn't
normal.
have been anything in there. Except for candles.
That's it! She wanted a candle! To keep herself awake at night. She would drip hot wax on her body.
That's so
Sounds
new!
like something only you would do, Mew.
What did Kokichi see? Something Angie did. There has to be a clue there.
The art research lab.
I think she did want a candle.
She
Not
left
to
her
drip hot wax on
But
herself.
why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there. Except for candles.
That's it!
She needed to burn the Necronomicon. I missed it. Can't imagine why this always takes till 2 o'clock.
Would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there. Except for candles.
Oops, that's the wrong button.
That's it! Candle!
I agree.
She needed the candle to burn the Necronomicon and complete the ritual.
That's it. Angie went to that room to get a candle.
Yeah, for kinky wax play.
No.
Angie was going to use it for the ritual. According to the Necronomicon, to resurrect the dead.
After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning.
Then, did she seek out a candle so she could burn the book?
That's right. There's nothing to start a fire with in Angie's lab. So she went to go get a candle from one of the empty rooms.
Lots of flammable chemicals so she could use on it, though.
And that's when the culprit attacked her.
That's why there was dried blood underfloor.
Which means Angie was attacked in the same room the seance was held. Bravo, Himiko. Well done for choosing that room for the seance. If we hadn't done the seance in that room, then Tenko's murder would have been in another room. If that happened, no one would have discovered Angie's blood stain under the floorboards.
That's right. Shuichi and I only checked under the floorboards where Tenko died.
Yep, it's all thanks to Himiko for choosing the same room as Angie.
But why did Angie go to the middle room? Why didn't she go to like to the room closest to the whatever? I don't care.
This must be a Tua's will. Or maybe the power of magic.
It's magic.
It's neither. I just picked one.
Hold on. You're all acting as though you've proven that as fact already. You claim Angie was murdered in the empty room, and then moved to the lab? Then how do you explain the large amount of blood in the lab? It may be possible to carry a body, but blood cannot be moved.
I think she was still alive after the attack in the empty room. She was killed after she was carried to her lab.
That means the culprit attacked her twice. I have evidence of that. It's the bloody duct tape. Or not.
Oh no!
Oh no! Okay, it's not the bloody duct tape. I was so sure it was. Oops. No. It's the forehead injury.
This is it! The fatal wound was a cut to the back of her neck from the katana. But she also showed signs of blunt force trauma, and I think I know why. After Angie was knocked unconscious in the empty room, she was killed in her lab.
I thought it was the duct tape. Whatever.
I see. So that puddle of blood is from the killing blow. Ha! It's all clear now. Angie was attacked in the empty room, carried to her lab, and it was there that the culprit finished her off.
See, I figured like they used the duct tape as a pressure bandage on like the neck wound, but okay, whatever.
All clear. This is all clear. What are you all talking about? All clear? What is all clear?
Water, air.
What are you? All clear?
He is roiding out!
You what? What are... I will not fear. I will not back down.
He became a sheep?
Korekio, calm yourself. Their words are all hollow. There is no meaning to any of them.
What?
You must teach these ignorant children a lesson.
Yes, you're right. Okay, I'll teach them.
What the hell are you mumbling about? You're giving me the goddamn willies!
Not yet. Nothing is clear at all.
I guess he always did have his arms over his chest. Oh yeah, it does kind of look like a sickle.
It's full of doubts, of
Or not.
mysteries, of a dense, impenetrable fog! Nothing is clear at all!
Okay, he mad. Oh good, this went so well last time. Oh hey, bloody duct tape.
Angie was attacked in the empty room first, and then carried into the research lab? Impossible! Impossible!
Okay, this is
That's
much easier for me to
nothing
deal
but a
with.
delusion! You intend to poison our minds with your
It's not
delusions?
so much on the edges of the screen.
It's no delusion. Angie's 2 external wounds tell the story. After she was struck in the empty room, she was carried to the art research lab and then killed.
You say the culprit carried Angie's body? And not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no
Oh,
bloodstains. Even if you wiped them
That's-
down later, there'd still be traces of
Maybe I
evidence
was right
left
about the bloody
behind.
duct tape.
But there was no evidence anywhere, was there, Shuichi?
How about that?
I'll cut through your words. There was evidence left at the scene. The bloody tape under Angie's body.
What?
It was wrapped around her head to stop the bleeding while she was being carried.
Bloody tape? Gonta didn't notice at all.
So much for your damn eyesight, Gonta.
It was under the body. It's most likely evidence the culprit should have gotten rid of. But since it was hidden, the culprit didn't notice and failed to dispose of it.
Why wouldn't the culprit have noticed when he took off the duct? Whatever. It's a video
must have
game.
fallen as the fatal blow was dealt and ended up under her body.
It must have been Atua who did that for us.
What? Atua? How long are you going to keep that up?
Now we know most of the mystery behind Angie's murder.
I'm convinced there's only one person who could have killed Angie.
It was me! How about the guy who's like really, really upset right now?
It has to be you! It's you, Kyo. You killed Angie.
What the fuck? So it's true!
It's true.
Well, that was obvious. It's a boring, obvious answer.
You killed both of them. Why did you kill them?
In terms of pure logic, only one victim was necessary to win.
Why? Why you killed them both?
Story Muse life.
I think one of the murders was an accident.
An accident?
That's right. It wasn't part of the plan.
Huh? Which one?
Angie's. The murder that was an accident was Angie's.
That's it!
He was setting up his trick and she found him.
Angie's murder was an accident.
What? Tenko wasn't
No,
accident?
Tenko is very fucking deliberate.
That's right. Kyo originally planned to kill someone with a seesaw trick. But while he was making preparations in the empty room, Angie walked in. So he decided to kill her in order to keep her from talking.
Dude, she just wanted a candle. Look how
Happened to
happy she
walk
is.
in on the culprit setting up and was killed.
Then you should have just stopped there. Tenko killed Angie. There was no reason for him to kill Tenko.
He only needed to kill one for this game. Killing two is pointless.
Unless he really, really, really wanted to try out his trick.
If you get bonus points for killing more, then sure. Otherwise, it leaves more clues behind.
Why, Kyo? Why you killed two of our friends?
What on earth are you talking about? No, I'm not the culprit. So, why is everyone looking at me like I am?
Oh goddammit, this is another thing. It just occurred. Well, this is another trope. This is split personality. Two people have that. Also, there's another one that's with Kyo that's gonna come clear.
Why? Why are they? Why is it? Calm yourself, Korekio.
Oh, so that's how you say his name.
Yes. You mustn't raise your voice. You mustn't stutter. You mustn't lose composure. You mustn't become flustered. You mustn't waver. Look at their horrid faces. This sorry lot is not worth agonizing over. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
There he goes again. What the hell's wrong with him?
It almost seems like he's talking with someone.
Someone? He's just talking to himself. And why the hell is he wearing lipstick?
He feels pretty.
No matter how loudly you protest.
Alright,
this
let's
is
see
a
how badly I'm
trivial
gonna
matter.
fuck this up.
I will never acknowledge your allegations.
I
Not
think
a
we all know what's
single
gonna
one
happen
of them.
now.
For you see, there is no evidence that I killed Angie. No, I will not acknowledge it. I will only acknowledge facts, true events. I won't acknowledge fiction, mystery.
So what? He's like, the Bates? What's his name? Bates?
I won't acknowledge your deductions or guesses. Well said. Good job, Correcchio. Yes, thanks.
He didn't even put his mask back. How did that work? It's magic. Shut up, Himiko.
Creeps me the fuck out!
No evidence? There's no evidence that he killed Angie?
You're wrong. There is evidence.
What? You do realize bluffs like that won't work, yes?
The weapon that was used to knock Angie unconscious in the empty room. That weapon tells us the whole story, Kyo.
Norman Bates, yes, thank you.
That's not possible. I think you may have misunderstood. Apologize. Come on, apologize. 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 Come on. Apologize. 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 Apologize.
Apologize?
Seriously, what the hell's happening?
He gonna pop! I have no idea what's happening with Kyo. But I know what weapon he used on Angie, and I have to prove it to him. Alright, is it gonna be more of the fucking hold things?
I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. I'm not the culprit. So I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit.
Fucking hate the hold ones.
You are simply wrong. I'm not the culprit. So I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit. You are Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic.
Oops,
That's
that's the wrong
merely a
button.
delusion. Well said, Correcchio. To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force
Hate
your
the hold
delusions
ones,
on
they
us?
screw me up!
Your logic. That's merely a delusion. Well said, Correcchio.
Cause then I gotta
To
look.
continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic. That's merely a delusion.
Fucking hold ones
I
suck.
told you I
They
am
just
not the
screw me
culprit.
over so much.
So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me. Correcchio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you...
Alright, there we go.
You have no proof that Correcchio is the killer.
Remove floorboard.
It ends here!
The fucking hold mechanic
Keo hit
throws
Angie
me
with the
off.
same floorboard used in the seesaw trick.
Because I have to concentrate on the hold and release, and then I don't know what other button and which other part of the screen is coming up. And it fucking screws me up every time, because obviously you have to actually learn the pattern to know what the pattern is. It's like, after a few times that it repeats, I know what the pattern is, but the first time, no, it fucking throws me off. And it's only the hold mechanic that's really screwing me up. Just the finding the right button to press in the pattern, I could do that if I didn't have to check each one to make sure it wasn't a hold mechanic. I fucking hate it. Anyway.
I see. And how do you know the floorboard was the murder weapon?
Has dried blood on it. Oh yeah, the art's great. I wish I could actually pay attention to it. That'd be nice.
There was a small patch of dried blood on the underside of the floorboard.
Yes, I do have salt.
Angie's blood?
If it wasn't for the hold thing, and I know that's gonna really screw me up in some later ones, I like the way that they did the PTA more than the first two games, but they just kind of ruin it with that one mechanic that just kind of screws it up. I'd rather go. I mean, that one mechanic. I'd rather go back to the. I'd rather go back to the old rhythm game.
Blood that spattered there
Where you hold
when
and
the
release.
culprit struck Angie with the board. But that's not the only evidence that she was hit with that floorboard. There's also the bloodstain under the floor to consider. For that to be there, the floorboard must not have been in place at the time of the attack.
Good point. Had the floorboard been in place, her blood wouldn't have splattered beneath it.
Keo's earlier confession is further evidence that the floorboard was used.
How?
If the weapon used to hit Angie is the floorboard from the seesaw trick.
It means the culprit knew about the seesaw, so the same person killed Tenko and Angie.
You're too fucking clever for your own good, you creepy fuck.
I believe that while Keo was setting up the seesaw, he was holding the board when Angie walked in.
Just being her happy self.
And he cold-cocked her with the floorboard.
Well, she
All
did.
you can do now is accept it. You even confessed to Tenko's murder already.
Oh, it's true. This is the truth.
Looks like we're almost at the end. All right, Shuichi. I'll leave the finale to you. Bring down the house.
Yeah, once you actually do anything, Kaito.
Shuichi, please, put an end to this. For Angie and Tenko's sake. End this class trial.
I understand.
God damn it, Mew, are you having another orgasm?
I'll go over everything one more time.
Yeah, must have.
Keo,
Although,
I want you to confess.
you know, that's probably fun.
No, I will force you to confess.
Just like, you know you're in a soundproof room, so like, scream as loud as you can. Okay. Alright, closing argument. Alright, what do we got here? The path made with salt. We'll start with that. So let's see. It's gonna be all the way near the end. Wow, we got a lot of pages to go. Okay. What we got here? Who besides Kokichi? What weapon? What object? Who unlocked the door? Okay, so... not sure about that one. Remove the gold leaf katana. Stuck duct tape. Sickle place to kill. Okay. Wet weapon. Oh, there's the damn thing. Path made with salt. Alright, where is the sickle? When the culprit approached the cage. There we go. Kaido's there to look pretty. He does a good job of that. He's a very pretty man. There we go. Alright. Pebble is placed. The culprit approached the cage. There we go. Hit the sliding lock. Remove floorboard. Remove the gold leaf katana. Okay, so it looks like we're going back to near the beginning. Wet weapon, it killed Angie. The removed floorboard. Excuse me? Wet weapon killed. Okay, I guess it's not the right removed floorboard. Oops. Stuck duct tape. Alright. What we got here? Oh! Duh. That. There we go. Alright. What was the culprit? Who was the culprit with the song Empty Room? What's this? What weapon killed Angie? I don't think that's the right one. The handle of the spinning katana, hit the lock. Unlock the door. Okay. Try the katana here? Okay, weird. There we go. Okay, now we're unlocking. Who unlocked the door? Kokichi's lockpicking. Shuichi extinguishes the flame. Stab Kaide's effigy. Well, it's the way that the clue is phrased that it said removed the gold leaf katana. Like, that doesn't tell me he used it to kill her. Right? So that's what was throwing me off. I wasn't sure that was the right panel, even though it was showing the katana. So it's gotta be this one. Like, the panel description didn't seem right for that. Alright. Stomped all over the evidence. And there we go.
This is the truth of the case. Let's look back at the first murder. It was late last night. The culprit was in the empty room on the 4th floor. The culprit was preparing the seance murder they had planned. To use the floorboard as a seesaw, they had to cut the crosspiece supporting it. The plan was to make the same preparations for all 3 empty rooms. This would divert suspicion away from the culprit and whoever picked a room. To cut the cross pieces, they needed a saw. I imagine they got one from a warehouse. They were planning to cut the crosspieces in all 3 rooms.
Look how happy she is.
However, when the culprit was working on the middle room, the unexpected happened. Angie walked into that room and saw the culprit making their preparations. She needed some fire for the ritual and had gone to the room for a candle. At that point, the culprit had not finished the setup and was just cutting crosspieces. Angie might not have concluded that it was tied to some kind of murder plan. But now that Angie had seen it, the culprit couldn't use the seesaw trick.
And he really would like that trick.
Any other person might have just given up, but not our culprit. The culprit took the floorboard they loosened and struck the unsuspecting Angie in the head.
Yeah. Kind of feel bad for her, but not a whole lot.
The culprit did not want to give up on their plan and had to improvise.
Mostly because I don't want to do the stupid Polynesian accent I never got right.
They wrapped duct tape around Angie's injury to stop the bleeding. Then they picked up her unconscious body and carried her to a research lab.
I was never happy with the accent that I gave her, but I couldn't really think of anything else to do.
While she was unconscious, the culprit hurried to tie up this loose end. But because they were in a hurry, they made a crucial oversight. They didn't notice the duct tape had peeled off and was under Angie's body. Without that evidence, we may never have figured out the culprit's trick. Carrying the supplies they needed, the culprit returned to the ultimate art lab. Locked the front door from inside. And took out the katana they brought from their own lab. They then stabbed Angie in the back of the neck, finally killing her. Then, to further confuse us, the culprit attempted to make a locked room mystery. First, they used rope from the warehouse and hung 4 effigies upside down. There were 2 reasons for this. To overwhelm the room with an occult atmosphere. And the other was the key to locking the room.
Okay,
the
that
culprit
shows
stuck the
it's
katana
the
in the
hard cavity.
Kaede's effigy near the rear entrance.
That's a lot clearer.
And spun the effigy around to twist up the rope. After enough turns, the culprit let go and headed for the rear door. Once released, the effigy began spinning, and the gold leaf katana with it. The handle of the katana then hit the sliding lock.
At least
locking the
Kaede had a
door.
good time at the end. She got a fun ride.
A difficult trick, but remember that the lock was so loose it moved at the slightest touch. The culprit also would have had the opportunity to attempt it many times.
You know, it's kind of a shame that we
Once
didn't have
complete,
something like, you know,
the door was
fingerprints
but the duct tape was left behind.
I'd really speed this shit up.
Perhaps the culprit noticed
We had
it,
fingerprints
but
and
by
forensic
that point,
evidence.
It was too late. The room was sealed. There was no way for them to get back inside. Then, this morning, we opened up the room and discovered Angie's body. But the culprit wasn't finished. They wanted one more murder.
I mean, you can't, once you pop, you can't stop.
To do that, they manipulated us into performing this seance.
Yeah, his hands are wrapped, but like, remember, he also had the sense of touch, so they're only wrapped for like convenience. They're wrapped until it's convenient for them to not be wrapped. Because he needed the sense of touch to move his way around the salt.
Of the 3 empty rooms, the middle one was chosen for the seance. I was invited by Kokichi to take Kibo's place in the seance. Tenko volunteered to be the medium, but she never imagined it would get her killed.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be as sensitive. You would have to
perform the
disturb the
seance,
salt more.
The culprit claimed they needed something for Tenko. A small stone that Himiko had brought from the courtyard.
And this is how Himiko got Tenko killed.
Tenko, at the culprit's request, bowed her head until it was touching the stone. That position was instrumental in making sure the murder went as planned. Next, Kokichi and I placed the iron cage over Tenko
We're all
in the middle of
accomplices.
the magic circle.
You'll never guess
The
what you guys are
culprit then
accomplices
volunteered
to.
to drape the white cloth over the iron cage. We didn't realize it at the time, but that was a deliberate decision by the culprit. They needed to set up the murder weapon that was used to kill Tenko.
And they needed to do it with all of us watching.
While they were covering the cage with a cloth, they secretly placed the sickle.
That's the best fucking magic trick I ever saw. It's magic. Just throw the cage, or
Finally,
throw the sheet
4 of
and
us placed the wooden statue on top of the
fucking
cage.
falls right in place.
The culprit used the weight of the statue to keep the murder weapon in place. After the preparations were complete, we began the seance. In complete darkness, we each stood in one corner and sang the Caged Child song.
I bet Kokichi has a lovely singing voice.
When the song finished, the soul of the dead was supposed to enter the medium. But our culprit had another plan, to commit a murder in the darkness. Right after we started singing, the culprit began making their way toward Tenko. It would have been quite difficult to do in total darkness, but our culprit had a guide.
Sing Eye Dog?
They used the lines of the magic circle drawn with salt. The culprit felt for the salt and used it to guide them along. And when the culprit reached the center of the circle, they found the floorboard that had its crosspiece cut off the night before. Then lifted up their foot and stomped down hard on the floorboard.
It's more like a jump.
The floorboard lifted up like a seesaw. and pushed Tenko's body up toward the ceiling of the cage. Tenko was stabbed in the back of the neck by the sickle on the top of the cage. She was killed right before our eyes, and we didn't even see it.
Sure, okay.
After committing the crime, the culprit followed the Salt back to their corner.
Good thing, like, he didn't go to the wrong corner and, like, was disoriented or anything.
Finished the ritual, and had us light the candles. We followed the culprit's directions and removed the equipment used for the seance. And discovered
Oh no,
Tenko's
she's
body.
dead.
And while we were all focused on the body, the culprit picked up the sickle and dropped it under the floor through the hole
Yeah,
in
like-
the corner of the room.
The motive was entirely irrelevant.
Ironically, the final step of the murder was unwittingly carried out by us. The culprit had planned the murder so that we would unintentionally destroy some evidence. That evidence was the magic circle that the culprit used to navigate in the dark.
But why, Kiyo?
However, the
Why?
culprit didn't know that Kibo had taken a picture.
You always seem so trustworthy and
He
likable.
really saved us. Without that, we wouldn't know what changes were made to the circle. But now we know for certain, and we know the culprit drew the magic circle. Korekio Shinguchi, the ultimate anthropologist. You're the culprit behind these murders.
Why? You always seemed like you would be the best of us. You're the most stable. You're the rock.
That's where my detective work leads us. It all fits.
I like how we're just kind of taking his word for it, though. Like, that's where my detective work leads us. Yeah, it seems legit.
Sweet Korekio. There are times when it's necessary to admit defeat. Admit?
I said he's the most stable. It says a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
So you finally admit you did it.
Unfortunately, yes.
Damn it! You scared me.
Yes. It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. My one regret, my only regret, was not being able to make 100 friends.
100 friends?
It was my dream to make 100 friends. Oh, it's so unfortunate! I was so close to 100!
What are you talking about? I do not understand a word of this.
Meanwhile, Mew is over there just tripping her fucking balls off.
Who gives a fuck? Let's vote for this kooky bastard and be done with this already! Roger that! One voting time! Coming up!
The heart racing excitement as
The heart racing excitement!
As the blackened and the spotless finally face off.
It's voting time!
I think Monodam's been voted off the island. Kill them all. God, he's a serial killer. Alright. We vote for you. Oh, Jesus, what's with that Why do you have Majora's Moon in your hand?
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
Alright, who voted for Shuichi? Hey, no one spite voted me.
Who'll be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
We already chose! Monokuma Roulette says... Oh good, it wasn't gonna stop on Angie. Look at all this money! All rise. Alright, we did not do very well this one. I made several mistakes. Still got an A. Gotta be there. Gonna be there, yep. Alright. There we go. Seriously? You're correct again!
Absolutely right!
Amazing! This is your third correct verdict in a row!
All right!
If you manage to get 12 correct verdicts in a row, you'll proceed to the bonus round. How's this gonna last that long?
For now.
It's finally over.
No.
Not yet. I haven't heard his answer yet. Kyo, why? Why did you kill Angie and Tenko?
Right!
Yeah, he no need to kill them both, no matter what motive he have.
Oh?
Motive?
Hey!
Did your motive have something to do with the transfer student who was resurrected? Nobody cares! Even if it did though, how does that trigger a murder?
Hey!
Don't tell me! Were you actually scared of the resurrection ritual, Kaito?
Shut up!
Shut up! I never said I was scared. The resurrection ritual had nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it? Because we're friends, I'll tell you. I never once believed in the ritual. I would never kill someone over such a silly thing as that.
What?
So it has nothing to do with the motive?
Yeah?
Then why?
Yes.
For the one that I love.
There is someone that I love.
From the bottom of my heart, someone so dear, someone I long for.
I love her with all my heart, and she loves me with all her heart. Yes, we vowed an endless love to each other, forever bound by fate.
But why are you naked?
None can come between us. We are bound by an intense love.
But why are you naked?
No matter what anyone says.
You're naked. Why?
What?
Bragging about your perfect love life? Fuck you, some of us aren't that lucky. So to see this lover of yours, you had to escape.
Don't tell me.
That's why you killed Angie and Tenko? But why did you need to kill both? If you asked if I did it to escape this place, my answer would be no.
Wonderful.
Because... well, you'll see in a minute. Because I have no need to escape this place. The one I love is inside. Inside?
Wait!
Don't look at me. I'm not his lover.
Yeah.
Calm down. No one would want a disgusting shit-stuffed bitch like you anyway.
Curse Bloosh!
Oh, what the what?
Hey!
Kyo, who is it? Who's this person you love?
Hey,
Is it really one of us? Please, for the love of God, say no. When I say inside, I do not mean inside this academy.
You see.
I mean inside me.
Sister.
Yes, the one I love lives inside me. My dearest sister. Yeah, he's got a major sister complex. Really bad. If you go through his free time events, he talks about his sister a lot.
Huh?
His sister?
Wait!
Don't look at me, I'm not a sister.
Right?
Well, duh. If you were his sister, he would have killed himself already.
Wait.
Your sister? But didn't you say she was your lover?
Whatever is the matter.
The most stable of us all! It's not that difficult. My sister is my lover.
I loved her so deeply. And she loved me so deeply. The fact that we were siblings meant nothing to us. They called it forbidden love, but none could stop the love we shared.
No. Nothing like that. I don't remember the specific psychological term, but you were closest with, split personality.
Oh, how I long for my sister's warmth.
Basically, he invented a personality for her out of trauma. And I forget what the psychological term for that is. It's not split personality because I don't think psychologists accept that's possible anymore. But there is a psychological trauma that can cause a similar issue, and that's what he's got.
The only time I felt at peace was when I was enveloped in my sister's warmth.
Gross.
For my beloved sister.
That is why, for my beloved sister, I had to...
Always messing around.
Lol, Duchess. you had to escape from here, right? Please, for the love of God, let us have some sort of semblance of normalcy.
No.
No, I had to kill for her. Alright, let me see if I can find it. I think it's on his trivia page. It could just be like another fictional device. I mean, that's entirely possible, but I want to see if... I think this is where I saw it. Relationship, older sister. A tulpa. That's it. That's the term I was trying to think of. It's not psychological. Or it's not it's not the psychological disorder I was thinking of, but he created a tulpa of his sister. Let's see if they actually have... the trivia page just says split personality. I don't know. I forgot where I read it. I had to kill for her.
Huh?
What?
Sister.
Sister was very sickly. She was always in and out of the hospital ever since she was a child. Because of that, she didn't have many friends. She always seemed so lonely.
However...
Even if I could be her little brother and her lover, I couldn't be her friend. So I thought I'd find her some friends. Friends from my dear deceased sister.
Huh?
Deceased?
Do you understand?
My sister is now a ghost, so her friends should be ghosts too, right?
For my beloved sister!
For sister's sake, I've killed many to send her 100 friends. They were all wonderful people, worthy of being sister's friends.
Huh?
If you go through your events with him as a Kaede, he talks about how you'd be a good friend for his sister. What?
Incomprehensible.
This is impossible to understand. Too impossible.
Sister.
Sister is very happy.
Yes.
Yes, Korekiyo, I am very happy. Thanks to you, I am not lonely.
What?
Could it be that the lipstick version of Kiyo is...
I am Korekio's older sister.
Thank you so much for looking after my little brother.
What?
What? Thank you, Kaido. What the hell?
Yes.
After I lost my beloved sister, I was so distraught I nearly went mad. But sister came to save me.
I am pleased.
She visited me during one of my seances and stayed inside me.
Sister.
Now I can see her whenever I want. I'm never lonely.
Korekio.
That's wonderful, Korekiyo. Your love made the impossible possible.
Are you serious?
Are you serious? Is this really a spirit?
I told you.
He's just delusional. What a sad girl who can't even believe in the power of love. Do you want to die?
Ew.
Either way, he's totally out of his mind. I mean, he killed for a dead chick.
Well, you know.
You said you killed a lot already, so it wasn't just the two you killed here?
What was that?
What? Seems like he was already crazy before he got here.
Because?
Does it? You didn't kill to escape from here. That wasn't your purpose from the get-go. You just wanted to slaughter a bunch, huh?
Unacceptable.
Do not make me out to be some bloodthirsty, indiscriminate killer. I only kill girls who I think are worthy of being sisters' friends. Yep, it's another fucking serial killer.
Huh?
Only girls? I see, so when we were deciding on who should be the medium. Before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It would work best with a girl. You said it would work best with a girl. I spent my time evaluating all the girls here.
Wonderful.
And besides Maki and Miyu, they were all worthy. All worthy of being sisters' friends.
Yeah?
All worthy.
Why, you?
Hey, how come I'm not included? I mean, not like I care.
Then...
The second victim could have been me. Tenko died in place of me. I'll do it. I can't think of anything but me that Enji spirit. Oh, never mind. Whatever. No, I'll do it.
Excellent.
He wasn't gonna kill you. You should have been okay. Himiko would have been great, but Tenko volunteering made me so happy. Her noble, earnest heart made her a perfect friend for sister.
Wonderful.
She even infiltrated the student council to protect Himiko.
Huh?
Infiltrate? Really?
But
How did you... It was obvious to me. I've studied many people. Yes, she
Can
stood
this
up against
be?
the darkness of the school all by herself. All for her beloved friend.
Beautiful.
I was so touched by that. Wonderful. She was a perfect friend for sister. I can't understand why you didn't like her, Himiko.
well,
Though I was planning on having you become sister's friend too, eventually.
No way!
You do all that for? Wow, you did all that just to kill. For you to go that far, that's pretty impressive. You were interested in the caged child just so you could use it to kill someone, right?
let's see.
It interested me as an anthropologist, of course, but more than that.
For my beloved sister.
I wanted to kill for sister. I cannot deny that overpowering feeling.
Are you okay?
Kaido, are you okay? You look kinda pale. Don't worry about it. Let's focus on Kiyo right now. Allow me to explain, though. I did not plan to kill both of them. I knew I would have plenty of chances after escaping this place.
However,
But Angie walked in on me preparing and I ended up killing her a different way. So I figured I might as well kill someone else too. After all, it would be a shame to just waste the seance trick I prepared.
What is that?
You're talking like you killed her because you could. No, not just because I could. I was sending another friend to sister.
Correcchio.
You're such a thoughtful little brother, but it was bad to get greedy.
Oh dear.
You're right. Because of that, now I can't send 100 friends to sister. Do you understand now? Those were the circumstances of Korikiyo's crime. I do not understand. This is all too impossible for me to understand.
Why?
That right. Killing 2 friends for your dead sister.
But how?
That wrong. That's so wrong. Oh, don't get so worked up. There's something I learned after sister's death.
Do not worry.
Death only changes a person's form. The soul lives on as a ghost.
That's right.
Even though I'm a ghost now, I am always by Korikiyo's side.
Sister.
Thank you, sister. I love you. Cut it out already.
What was that?
I don't understand anything you're saying. Nothing's making sense. It's not fair. Why did Angie and Tenko have to die for something so unfair?
Well,
Because death is unfair. Yeah.
and another thing.
All deaths are unfair deaths. Why do you think the news stations get such high ratings when they're reporting about death? Because everyone likes unfair deaths.
Maybe.
Well, if you look at it like that, this whole killing game embodies that philosophy, right? Gifted high school students forced to play a killing game. What the hell happened on the left side of the screen? Man, if people were watching this, they would get a kick out of it. If people were watching this?
Shut up!
Knock off the bullshit. Only sick fucks would enjoy watching this. We're playing it.
You got me.
Hell yeah! If I wasn't in this killing game, I would have so much fun watching.
So then,
The nature of this killing game is yet shrouded in mystery. But my role in it is over. I have finished my explanation to you, friends.
sister.
I think I should go and see her now. My beloved sister.
Sister.
I was unable to send her 100 friends, but at least I can see her again now.
Correcchio.
It's alright, sweet Korikiyo. Come to me.
Oh,
Looks like you're already prepared. Now then, let's get started.
it's punishment time!
It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time.
Huh?
Punishment. Yeah, no, we're not gonna protest this one.
Sister.
My beloved sister. At long last, I'll finally get to see you again.
That's right.
Yes, from now on, no one will try to stop us. We can be together without having to hide our love from others.
What?
Wait, I can't accept this.
Therefore,
Like I said, there's no such thing as a death that can be accepted.
from an anthropological point of view.
Why do you think so many different cultures have funeral rites? Why do you think rumors of ways to resurrect the dead never cease?
Yes.
The living must find a reason, however forced, to accept death when it happens. How you come to terms with the death also determines how you live, yes?
What was that?
That was the answer I reached. How about you? How will you live a life that faces death?
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For the ultimate anthropologist, Korikiyo Shinguchi!
I shall observe.
I will watch over you all as a ghost. As your friend, I will watch over you.
That's right.
It won't be just me and Korikiyo. All those who died will be watching. I'll be watching to see how you face the death of your friends.
Humanity is beautiful.
I'll be watching forever and ever.
It's punishment time!
Thank you. Game over! Korikiyo has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. The cultural melting pot. Out of my way! I want to die! Yeah, his sister straight up says, fuck you. What?
How gory!
No, Monodam, why? No more Monodam voice! Oh no! It'll make editing this a lot easier.
How can this be?
To think, my cute child would commit suicide!
Yay!
Oh, it's so cute! It's so freaking cute that he would kill himself because he couldn't get along. Monodam committed suicide. Had I known this would happen, I would have been nicer to him. The only reason Monodam obsessed over getting along was because everyone but me bullied him.
That's right!
Yes, the other Monocubs drove him to suicide, but not me.
Hey.
Hey, who's Monodam?
Eh?
Huh? You already forgot? That's kind of scary. I love that his sister exorcised him. It's the best. It's what he deserved.
Well now.
Well, looks like another class trial is wrapped up without incident, so... I'm gonna take back this here Necronomicon.
Wah, wah, wah.
Seems like a waste, though. You guys sure you don't want to use it? You guys should have brought someone back to life and added them to your roster. Shut up! How long are you gonna keep talking about that?
I told you.
Ignore him. The whole resurrection ritual is obviously a lie. He's just trying to shake us mentally to get us to panic.
What's the point?
I'm assuming you'll think another murder will happen if you do that, right? Who can say? What a waste. If none of you were gonna use it, you should let me have it. Then I could have resurrected one of my dead siblings. Which one? I don't know. They were all pretty terrible, actually. Wait, did one of us die? I could have sworn it's just been the whole two of us the whole time.
Oh yeah.
It's too bad you missed your chance to raise the dead. That's what you get for doubting me. Too bad.
So long. Farewell.
Even now, he still talks about raising the dead.
Always messing around.
This is stupid. What people believe in is up to them, but living people shouldn't have to suffer because of the dead.
Of course!
The living are more precious than the dead, no matter what. That's not something a coward like you should say. Shut up. Leave me alone.
But
There's one thing this case taught me. I thought there was a god watching over us, but there isn't one after all. Not in this academy. Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
Well, that's why we have to work together, right? Face it together. Our ultimate talents are the best weapons we have.
Gonta
You know-
do his best.
Except for Samugi's. Yours sucks. Then Gonta do his best to keep everyone safe. Gonta want to protect everyone. But your talent is entomology. I don't want Shuichi to use his ultimate talent anymore. I'm getting sick of class trials.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, your talent as an assassin is way more trouble. When are you gonna use that, huh? Do you want to die?
Okay.
I'll work hard until everyone trusts my ultimate talent. Huh?
That's right.
It may not be possible now, but I'll put in the effort so everyone can trust me. I won't run away anymore. I want to survive and escape this place with everyone. She can only cosplay fictional characters and make really weird references. I don't think that's gonna help us. Maki. I see. I wonder how long that'll last. But if your true calling as a killer shows. Don't underestimate her. Maki Roll's one of my sidekicks.
Got a minute?
I don't remember it being your sidekick. Also, didn't I tell you to stop calling me Maki Roll? Oh, you guys are so close now. This must be the powerful bond of friendship. I would have preferred it to happen sooner, especially not after losing 7 people. You're right, only 9 people left now. Well, what do you know? The dumbass can do basic math. That's right, 7 pieces of shit have been flushed away and only 9 remain.
Actually,
By that calculation, doesn't that make you one of the pieces?
But,
Just 9 of us.
well, you know.
Humans are like weeds, too numerous to count. Some of us dead doesn't mean much in the end.
Shit.
That's totally what the heartless robot is thinking, right? Right?
How rude!
No, I am not thinking that. Your blatant robophobia is simply inexcusable.
But you know,
But hey, none of us gave up, right? I know we're all gonna escape. I'm not gonna rely on a god, spirits, or the dead.
I believe in you.
Just you guys. I believe in all of you.
Okay.
Aw, Kaito.
Well, of course.
You're right. Those of us who remain can start over.
Hey,
Hold up. Keyboy needs to apologize to everyone for the whole student council thing. That's only one kind of apology that I'm willing to accept.
how exciting!
Yank your head off and smash it onto the ground with all your strength. Got that?
No way!
I've never heard of it such an intense form of apology. It seems like everything is settled for now, even though we're missing her.
You alright?
Himiko, you okay? Anything Gonta can do to help, you can tell Gonta.
Hey,
I think we should let her have some space for now. That might be best for her.
okay.
I remember how I felt.
Oh.
Oh, Gonta understand.
You're so dumb.
God, Himiko is such a liar.
Huh?
Huh?
Because I'm a liar.
Personally, I don't think lies are exactly a bad thing. Let's face it, you wouldn't have any free will if the world was comprised with just the truth.
But
But even then, I don't think it's good to lie to yourself, you know?
right?
What are you saying? Think about Himiko's feelings a little bit.
nuh-uh.
I only said this because I thought about it.
Because?
Himiko's been lying to herself about her own feelings, so she's been holding back.
Hey!
What are you repressing? What are you trying so hard to hold back? What? Hold back? Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too. And venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up. Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. And that's the point we knew she was about to die. I kind of like how you call him Oma because you can't remember how to spell his first name. Tenko, Angie, I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely without you two. But I gotta survive. I still can't go to where you are. I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely without the both of you. Himiko.
Damn it.
Himiko cried for a long time. She cried as if she were releasing all the emotions she had bottled up inside. Before we knew it, as if lured by her doing so, we began crying. The tears we shed, I can't even describe it. We were crying about what we had been through and what was to come. Sadness, hatred, frustration, discord, anger, love, tears filled with emotion. And at the very least, they weren't tears of submission. They were tears to push us forward. After a while, Himiko finally calmed down. However... Aww.
Is she hard to carry, Gonta?
No, she fine.
She's sleeping very peacefully.
She's all tuckered out after crying. Robots sleep well after leaking their oils too, right?
I have told you many times that I do not use oil as my fuel source.
But wow, that really surprised me. She passed out as soon as she stopped crying.
Yeah, but she looks so peaceful sleeping like that.
She probably felt better after letting it all out, don't you think?
Yeah, I hope so.
Then Gonta carry Himiko to her room.
Make sure you focus real good on your back, you hear me? You'll need that focus if you want to feel her little mosquito bites poking ya!
There's no way he'd do such a thing. Gonta is a gentleman after all.
Shut the hell up, Mew. While we were heading back to the dorms, I suddenly noticed Kaido had stopped in his tracks. Kaido, what's wrong? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to get some night air. Don't worry about me. Go on ahead.
Huh?
You sure?
Well...
Anyway, don't do something like this again, okay? If you dislike scary things, then you should have said so earlier. I thought you were sick.
Huh.
You worried about me? Yeah, worried about your stupidity. Still haven't warmed up to me, huh?
But...
Maybe not, but I feel like the walls we had up are coming down a little, you know? Perhaps those walls were her enemies. It seems like she doesn't want to wait anymore.
Got it.
Yeah, 'cause of me.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe, but you sound like you're bragging, Kaito.
Huh.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm gonna get some air before I go back. You can go on ahead.
Okay.
Sure, got it. See you tomorrow.
Got it.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. After our goodbyes, I returned to my dorm room. I didn't notice what was going on with Kaido.
Damn it. I don't have time to be dying. I still haven't gone into space yet. Damn it. No way am I gonna die here. No way.
Transfer student from beyond the grave. comes to an end. Surviving members, 9. To be continued. Hey, but we got the mask. What? I love how this always fucking breaks the tension. No, Nick, it's not 2 a.m. for most of us. Alright, we're done. We're calling it a stream here. Next time, next Friday. Hang on. What is next Friday? I need to check the calendar. I really should, like, research this shit ahead of time. Okay, yeah, next Friday we will be doing Danganronpa. The Friday after that, we will be doing Resident Evil 8. And I will figure out what we're going to do with Danganronpa then, because that's going to be the week we do the investigation and the trial. So, you guys are probably going to want to see something then. But that is all for tonight. So, is there anybody that we want to raid? I actually pull up my thing.